welcome to our factory. Today, I'll show you exactly how gold is extracted and processed, step by step.
It starts where the story always starts, in rock that barely looks valuable at all.
Thousands of tons of gold ore arrive every single day.
Before anything moves forward, every load is logged and sampled.
A tine sample decides the fate of a mountain. Next, the ore is fed into crushing, the first brutal step. The goal is simple: break the gold-bearing rock into something the plant can control. Sensors watch everything, because one choke can stop the whole operation. Crushing happens in stages, getting the ore smaller and smaller. This stockpile is the plant's breathing room, its buffer against chaos. Sizing screens make sure only the right material moves forward. Grinding is where the real energy gets spent. From here, gold ore becomes mill feed. Water turns rock into a pumpable gold slurry.
Cyclones separate fine gold-bearing particles from the coarse ones.
The finest slurry becomes the feed for extraction.
Even here, the lab checks the gold concentration constantly. This plant runs on data because small mistakes cost huge money.
Now the gold slurry enters the extraction heart of the factory.
The chemistry starts with control. Even the pH matters.
These tanks are where invisible gold becomes recoverable gold.
Extraction is powerful chemistry, and it demands serious safety.
Cyanide leaching dissolves gold into solution, turning value into liquid.
Hours of mixing, so every grain of ore gets a chance. They call it pregnant solution because it's carrying dissolved gold. Now we separate gold in solution from the leftover rock. Activated carbon acts like a magnet for dissolved gold.
CIP is a slow capture. Gold clings to carbon as the slurry travels.
When the carbon turns loaded, that's gold you can finally hold.
Screens pull the carbon out without losing the gold.
Next stop, stripping the gold back off the carbon.
Elution is the moment the plant takes the gold for itself.
Heat and chemistry force gold off the carbon and into a clean stream.
This is controlled pressure, controlled flow, controlled value.
Now the gold is in a solution clean enough to plate.
They watch the gold concentration climb, like a heartbeat on a monitor.
Electricity pulls gold out of liquid, atom by atom.
It looks quiet, but this room is literally manufacturing gold.
This sludge is messy, but it's loaded with value.
Water comes out. Gold stays behind. Pressure turns the sludge into something the furnace can handle.
This is the bridge between chemistry and fire.
A modern gold plant also has to manage what's left behind.
Detox systems help neutralize leach chemicals before tailings leave the plant.
Water gets recovered because this plant can't afford waste. The same water cycles back to keep gold extraction running. Every shift, every control gets checked because one mistake can turn deadly. Big gold comes with big responsibility. This black carbon is the quiet hero of gold recovery. And while the gold gets captured, the plant never stops moving. Behind the scenes, reliability is everything.
A plant this big doesn't wait for deliveries. It stocks its own survival.
Every department talks to every other one, non-stop.
They're chasing one thing: maximum gold recovery with minimum risk.
This is where chemistry turns into metal. And then we meet on the part everyone remembers: fire.
Flux helps separate gold from impurities during smelting. For a moment, gold exists as pure light.
Bullion. This first solid metal is called doré. Not fully pure, but already valuable.
You can almost feel the weight forming.
Cooling turns liquid gold into something real.
From this point on, security becomes part of the process.
Assay testing confirms exactly how much gold is inside. Every gold bar is tracked like evidence. A few milligrams of data decide millions of dollars.
Now the refinery knows what it's working with.
Doré is only the start. Refining is where gold becomes bullion. Refining begins by melting everything down again, on purpose. Impurities can't hide when gold is liquid. Even the molten gold gets tested.
Electro-refining can push gold purity to extreme levels. This is gold rebuilding itself, cleaner than before.
At this stage, almost everything you see is pure gold.
Moisture gets removed because bullion needs consistency. Now gold is measured with surgical precision.
A few grams off is not acceptable here.
When you see 9999, you're looking at near pure gold.
This melt is for one purpose: perfect bullion.
When you see 9999, you're looking at near pure gold.
Bars cool fast, but the value lasts forever.
Robots take over because human error is too expensive. Every gold bar gets an identity.
The marking is permanent, like the demand for gold. Weight verification is non-negotiable. Even fingerprints are treated like contamination.
Tests confirm it's truly gold and truly pure.
Science signs off before the world ever sees the bar.
Now the gold goes somewhere even more controlled than the refinery.
Packaging is about protection and proof.
Seals and cereals make sure nothing disappears. At this point, the gold is treated like a national asset. Paperwork becomes a second layer of security. This is the moment people imagine, but it's built on thousands of steps.
And while one bar is born, the next one is already on its way. Behind every gold bar, there are people. This isn't just processing, it's industrial level precision. Packaging for gold isn't about marketing, it's about control.
Every case is designed to protect the bar from damage and doubt.
Even tiny scratches are avoided. The serial number ties the physical gold to the digital record.
Once sealed, every break in the chain becomes obvious.
Shipping crates are built like safes because they basically are.
Now it's about moving gold without ever losing accountability.
Access is restricted and recorded.
This is the last place the gold is just gold before it becomes global currency.
Every signature is a promise.
The package itself becomes a security system.
Now the gold leaves the plant, but it's still under watch.
One click, and billions can be on the move.
Every gold bar is checked before it leaves the facility.
Quality control isn't just purity, it's shape, size, and standards. The paperwork travels with the gold, like a passport. From here, the gold can go to banks, mints, or global markets. Even after it leaves, the gold is still being monitored. What looks like a factory is really a living machine. And at the center of it all, people keeping the system alive.
And that's how gold is extracted and processed, Taste. We're in Socoric's part from start to finish.
Subscribe for more factory deep dives and full process documentaries.